crawling round on all fours. Just you and me and Santa Claus. Woo!
And welcome back to another Stream This, where we stream shows to let you know if you should
watch them.
Stream This. All right. We just watched Violent Night, and I gotta tell you right off the bat, there's a bunch of characters in this movie. I only remember two names, and that's Trudy and Santa, because nobody else matters.
Nobody else matters except Trudy and Santa. That's a fair statement.
So the holidays are kicking off. We got, what's the actor's name? You know all these people, right?
John Harbour.
John Harbour from Stranger Things. And I mean, does it take? Yeah, it takes off with Santa, kind of like your cliche. What do you call it? Over the hill, kind of. He's drunk and just drinking in an Irish pub or something like that.
Yeah.
You just get off?
Taking a break between shifts, I guess you could say.
He's drunk in London or something, right?
Yeah.
He's in Britain.
And
you know.
And anyone can believe that he's not Santa because it's the holidays. Everyone's dressed like Santa.
Right.
He is, in fact, the real Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And
but we don't know that right away, right? So it's really funny. They put one joke in there in the beginning that I really liked. She's like, "You're not driving, are you?"
I steer a little, but the reindeer do most of the work.
You know,
yeah.
I liked that joke.
And everything, if you didn't see like the previews of the trailer and you just went in blind, I think all these jokes would really land a lot better. But, you know, me knowing the entire premise, basically you got a Santa Claus just like, you know, trying to replicate a Die Hard type movie where instead there's almost like a home invasion. He happens to be there during the invasion and tries to save the day, and now you have a movie.
You see, so you did see the trailer for this.
Oh, you didn't see the trailer?
No, because as a rule, I never watch trailers.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
as your rule.
I love to go in blind as a bat and I see everything for the first time. Because a lot of times they put the best jokes in the trailers or like moments, or basically they run the whole plot in the trailer, and it's like, why the hell do I got to go see the movie now? So
I mean, I agree, but I also want to know, now that you didn't see the trailer, what were your initial thoughts when you were watching the movie?
I came in with low expectations. John Harbour from Stranger Things, he was really good there. I haven't seen him in anything else, and I was like, okay, this is probably going to be like a run of the mill kind of like.
Yeah, but what do you think the movie was going to be about?
Well, so Violent Night, right? And I knew he was in it, and I knew it was something about violence. That's basically all that I knew.
It's just a Violent Night with Santa in it.
Yeah, that was it.
I mean, on paper, it looks horrible. I mean, in my opinion, I saw it and I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, this is going to be a straight-to streaming service movie. But it wasn't. I found out that I had to go to the theater, and luckily, literally, I think it came out maybe a couple days ago that you can actually rent or purchase. And then I was like, okay, I can now watch this at home. Which, you know, if you guys can too, it's available to stream at a cost. Is it worth it though? Would you stream this? Was this something that?
Yeah, it was. I had so much fun watching this movie.
It was surprising, correct?
It surprised me. The first 15 to 18 minutes, I was like, all right, it's pretty okay. It's gonna be like a 6.5 or something like that. But I was like, you know what? It's got a little pizzazz. It's got a little something.
Yeah. There's a lot of elements that make this film work. And what I have to do is the setup. At first, I thought the setup was so cheesy. I did kind of pick up on the elements of the family being kind of like, oh, there's some passive aggressiveness in the car. Yeah. Girls in the back seat. He's just like,
thank you for doing this.
I'm not doing it for you.
Like, you know, very passive aggressive. Girls in the back. And then we find out they're just going to a holiday event at their mom's house, who is just disgustingly rich. And I love the actress that plays the mom. She's the same mom in Christmas Vacation, and she's Babs in Entourage. Such a powerhouse. You know, she went from like kind of like your housewife to like, you know, your badass business lady.
Yeah.
Excited to see your grandma?
Listen, you cocksucker, it's Christmas, so why don't you take your best offer, gift wrap it, and ram it up your fucking box?
She's played that role in Entourage.
Beverly D'Angelo is her name.
So the characters are so two-dimensional when they first show up. The kid selfies like #blessed.
Oh my god, that was so.
It was
that almost
so
took me out of
cringe.
the movie.
It almost did too. And you know what the problem is? It's not that kid's unbelievable. It's just that we've grown up and we would like slap a kid that did that if we were their age. You know what I mean? Like we'd be like, "What are you doing?" And that's just showing our age as adults. But kids probably act like that.
They probably do.
I mean, you have
Like
how
on
old's Noah?
Noah's 11.
11.
And he is close to doing stuff like that, unfortunately. So, maybe it is more realistic than we would like to believe,
Yeah. And I think that the family, I mean, you got this rich, powerful lady.
Huge house.
And the family members, especially the sister, who I liked at first because she was kind of really mean to the brother.
Would like her.
I did like her because she was like super honestly mean to the brother. But when she was mean to everybody and became that soulless, I'm like, well, you know what? You're kind of taking me out too of her character because
Yeah, I love how she was like, kiss me in front of my son. Like,
Kiss me in front of my son.
what? That one made me laugh.
Dude,
I was like, what is that?
you know what? She could have been played by Molly Shannon. Like
Molly
I
Shannon.
felt Molly Shannon vibes from like her personality. Just someone that's kind of over the top, like, yeah, kiss me in front of my son.
Who's
and
Molly
like,
Shannon?
she was in Superstar, SNL.
Oh, that girl. Yeah.
She would totally kill it as that.
Yes, you're right.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I see that for sure.
But then you got the actor. I love this character. At first, I hated everybody, but yeah, that's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to hate everybody.
Yeah.
But somehow they become so hateable that they become likable.
Also, a lot of these lower movies, they'll tell and not show. There'll be a lot of exposition. Yeah. And I felt like
this
it
is
didn't do
all
that.
show. This is all show. I
showed.
freaking loved it.
Yeah.
There wasn't a downtime in the entire film.
No, and you know what? When you have that type of movie like this, like
Takes
Home
place
Invasion,
in one day, yeah.
Yeah, you want it to be nonstop.
It was nonstop. Even
Yeah.
the moments that calmed down were the most precious, heart-filled moments of the entire film.
It's true.
Which I started tearing up like they were so good. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring it out. We're not going in any chronological order, but one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when the hostages are kind of compromised.
Yeah.
And then the son becomes a little bit heroic, and he wants to save the day, and then all of a sudden an actor comes out of nowhere and karate kicks him
That
and then
was the
jumps out the
funniest,
window.
dude.
Kill him, babe!
Jumps.
And then when he's jumping out, he's like, parkour! And then he leaves.
And Babs is like, yeah, I'm sorry, but John Van Douchebag, he's not
douchebag.
saving you. He's abandoning us.
Oh my god, that was so funny. I don't know where I've seen that guy before, but he's so
It's
funny.
not supposed to be I didn't expect to go into this it being a comedy.
Yeah.
I do, however, the stakes might have felt a little bit higher had it taken a more serious tone. But nobody really feels like they're in fear of their life in this.
No, you don't get that sense at all.
You don't get that sense. They're just
Yeah.
kind of like annoyed.
Yeah, like, oh my god, like
these guys with guns. And
these
like,
guys with guns.
They killed all these people.
Yeah, this guy's got a nutcracker. He's about to crack my nuts with him.
Come on, it's not called a finger cracker. Okay, candy cane. Stick one of his Bozaks in there.
Oh man, classic.
A lot of good plot elements, though. So basically, at first, you don't really know what's going on. I mean, you get it. Like, bad guys are coming in. John Leguizamo, a brilliant actor. And I must say, he's aged well with his looks, but also his acting chops were spot on. Because you could easily come across as, like, a bad actor with the lines.
In that role.
Oh, in that role.
Yeah.
The lines he deliver.
Yeah, that's true. You mean to tell me there's a freaking guy in a Santa suit going across this place? We got a, what do you call him? We got a bogey. We got a
Oh, yeah. We had a gopher.
gopher. We got
was
a
it
gopher. We got a freaking gopher. Just call me Scrooge.
And then I didn't even know what like their prerogative was because I knew they wanted to steal, but then I'm like, they got them all housed in this room and like they just want to keep them alive the whole movie. And I'm like, what are you guys waiting for? You spent no time killing all the threats. They just were just like, oh, we'll just hang out here. Like they know where the safe is. I don't know. Maybe they're just there just in case,
Right.
But you know,
Well, I guess they don't have to kill them all, right?
they had no problem killing anybody. That's one thing I noticed in this film. Like, they had no problem.
Yeah. What was your favorite death scene in the movie?
I like the star. I liked when he said that. Like, he's like, "Is that you, Frosty?" He's like, "Frosty? No, Frosty's got a star in his eye and he's lit on fire."
Is that the naughty guy I met in the basement? Your friend is dead. He got a star in his face, then his head caught on fire. It's a long story.
But there's a lot of great. There's a lot of great.
I love how
kills.
cavalier he was the whole time when he's talking to them, because he wasn't like pretending to be someone else. He's like, "Yeah, I'm Santa, and I'm about to ruin your freaking night." You know, he was very,
he was
very
great.
matter of fact.
Maybe you and I should discuss that in person. Santa Claus is coming to town.
And I love the incorporation of the Viking.
You had a different job then?
Yeah, you could say that. I was a warrior.
You know, like at first
Yeah,
they
you give some
sprinkled
back.
it in.
You get some back.
You know,
story.
and then he takes off his coat, and he's got these Viking tattoos on him. I thought that was awesome. I
no,
love
it was
that.
great. I
Yeah.
also love how they named their kids Gertrude and Bertrude.
Gertrude and Bertrude, which is not a name.
That needs to be a thing now. I might name something in my life Bertrude.
Yeah, you got to get like a pet.
Well, no wonder the kid's like, he's got self-esteem issues.
Oh,
he's
he
named
does.
He's named Bertrude. His parents are toxic as hell.
That's so true.
And probably in divorce because
And
obviously
divorced,
she's married.
clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the other parents are divorced, so there's just like a huge broken family. The only one that's super grounded is Trudy, like the most purest of them all.
She really was. She was the
almost stole the
shining
film.
star of this movie.
Shining star.
She was great.
A little foreshadow. She brings up Home Alone.
Merry Christmas, Daddy, you filthy animal.
Because obviously that movie came out when we were kids, so she's rewatching as a classic, loves the movie, which we can now connect to. And then, of course, they did it, and I'm so glad they did. They had a Home Alone scene in this film. My goodness, it was great.
Look at this little idiot.
I knew you were gonna love that, dude. I was like, "Oh, JP's gonna love
Oh,
this movie
I'm
because he
gonna love
loves Home Alone."
I love it.
And they do the whole bit.
Whole thing.
And also,
but
didn't
it's
you
like an R-rated Home Alone.
Yeah, and didn't you recently watch Die Hard 2?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, there's so many visual references to that movie in this.
100.
Yeah.
So many. They even bring it up, I think, casually.
Yeah, do they bring? Oh yeah, that's right. He's got I love when my favorite one is when he's fighting the one guy keeps pulling stuff out of his bag.
Video game. Somebody asked for a bat or a sword or
To beat him up with, and it's all useless presents.
Yeah.
Are all like DVDs. They're like, oh no, not the Blu-ray of Die Hard.
Die Hard on Blu-ray.
You know, like,
Dude, it was so good.
love
There's
that.
so many moments in it. The naughty and nice list. I mean, I can't even go over all the elements that make this so great. And of course, Trudy's wish that her parents would fall in love and make up and get back together. And to me, that's gonna touch on so many kids, so many adults too that have divorced parents, to just see like her be upset that her parents like, I want my family again. It was just so heartfelt. And she believed in Santa. And another great element, he gave her daughter the walkie-talkie just as a way, because he messed up because he didn't take her to see Santa at the mall. The dad was one of the only rare toxic characters in the film besides the daughter.
Toxic?
Well, actually, non-toxic.
Oh, non-toxic.
He was, that whole family, the dad, Trudy, and the mom were like pure.
right.
Even though he tried to steal
even though he stole all of her money, which she apparently respected that he did.
Yeah, you know what? At this point, I can see how the character would. She's like, my kids are a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, yeah, you stole from me. That's what I needed. I need some grit. I needed one of you to stop being a fake little like pansy. And that's what the daughter was. She was just like,
Yeah.
even the presents.
And that's really the message of this movie. Kids, rob your parents.
Kids are- well, I mean, the big message, though, I mean, like with any heartfelt Christmas film, is they played it off right. Greed is evil. And killing's okay.
Yeah. Killing's okay as long as
It's in
you know,
self-defense.
Is in self-defense. My favorite kill scene. There was one that I really liked. When they were doing the Home Alone stuff, it was so corny, and he's got the nail.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at it so stupid. He's like, "Oh, what's this nail?"
The bowling ball
and then
comes.
Bam with the bowling ball.
I loved the booby traps. I thought they were
Yeah.
super inventive. They could have, like, again, good writing. Lazy writing, they would have just kind of did something very simple.
Yeah.
But when you actually as the viewer go, oh, she's cute. She's trying to do Home Alone traps. You see nails on the ground. Like, oh, she tried.
Yeah.
And it showed more of a realistic approach to a kid actually trying to do it.
Yeah.
But then when he steps on the broken, ladder and the nail impales him that is exactly what we needed. It's an R-rated film. Yeah. Give me R-rated booby traps.
Yeah.
And everything was like a domino effect. Like, sure, it's unrealistic that she was able to do this all in that time while people are supposedly looking for her in an attic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
But it doesn't matter. You have to suspend your belief because Home Alone, same kind of theory. Like, none of that he's really going to be able to conjure that.
Yeah. Also, the whole radio thing was a contrived plot point, but it doesn't matter. It served the plot, because like he's like, "How do I get 911 on this thing?"
And then all of a sudden,
finds her. Santa. Oh, what are the odds? Hello, little girl.
And then just the fact that she had that heart to heart with him. Mm-hmm. She made him. They both helped each other in a sense in this film.
And it's a running thing in the mythology of Santa. Also, this is not the first time that they've incorporated Norse mythology into the Santa story. But also the other thing is Santa grows stronger when you believe in him.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, he was almost killed by that first dude, right? He almost lost.
Oh my God.
But then later on, he's taken like a warehouse full of goons with his hammer because more people are, he has more belief, more people believing. Also, my favorite joke in the movie was when John Leguizamo, whatever.
Leguizamo.
Sorry, John Leguizamo.
Oh,
but
no.
when he's talking to his goons and they meet up with the kill squad, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, so what do we got here? We got to go for it. Da-da-da. And then the girl's like,
might be the real Santa.
The fuck did she just say?
Nothing.
and the kill squad guy doesn't even look at her. He's like, what the fuck did she just say? This is the actual Santa Claus.
Yeah, we actually believe this is in fact the actual Santa Claus.
I love that. And then earlier when when John Harper's on the radio and he's like, John Leguizamo, he's like, what do you want? What are you after? You go for what are you after? I'm Scrooge. What are you after? And he's like,
I want you to let this family go. And then I want to find my reindeer and I want to continue delivering my presents.
because at the beginning you're like, oh, he wants them to leave. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you messing with me?
This is such a rewatchable film. This is such a holiday rewatchable film.
Very worth
it. Did exactly what you needed to do for this. A couple of the scenes, though, the stakes they got out of them in a way that obviously I was a little upset about. There's this scene where what's his name, Krampus or whatever.
Oh, the Krampus guy.
Yeah, he's just like, all right, who do I kill? And it turned into like a comedy bit.
Yeah, it did.
Kill her. No, don't kill my son. Kill her.
Okay, I changed my mind. Shoot the alcoholic bitch first.
Don't call my mom an alcoholic
Mom's
bitch.
an alcoholic.
You're
I'm
a
sorry.
gold digging bitch.
I'm a gold digger.
No, Mom, kill Aunt Lucy, whatever her name is. And they're all like fighting, and he's just like,
yeah. He's like, on second thought, do kill that kid. You know.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was a funny bit too. That guy played a really good creep. He played a really good sociopath.
And how rewarding was it though? For somehow they got the upper hand on the stupid Krampus guy, and they're just bashing him with fireplace.
Yeah,
like tools.
They just beat him to death, literally. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like some big hit, but literally they just beat him repeatedly with shovels.
And they didn't stop because most horror movies,
yeah,
they get a good hit, they get knocked out, they run. I'm like, no, keep going.
And they kept going. They literally beat him to death. That was great.
And then the wife got handed an assault rifle.
Yeah.
And like out of all the people. Well, I mean, canceled. No, I meant like
canceled.
Yeah, I'm totally canceled.
Of
No,
all
she
the
was
people.
amazing actress, amazing,
Stunning and brave.
But it was just so funny to see her like get one in the balls.
Yeah.
Oh my balls!
That's right. She did get one of those guys in balls.
I believe this is going to be like not only an instant classic for an R-rated holiday film, but also so quotable.
Yes. You know
so
what? You're
good.
right. Oh, calling
He's
it
like,
out, dude.
and like when he's on the phone, he's like, "Well, I'm coming back. Santa Claus is coming to town."
Yeah.
Like he kept using like his lyrics to
Yes.
like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was so funny. Actually, I'm so glad. I thought they were going to be more heavy-handed with that. I was expecting way more like Santa Claus is coming down,
more puns.
and this time you're not so, all that.
Yeah, like I'm coming down the chimney.
Yeah.
In a fury, a blaze of whatever the freaking.
Yeah.
any
But it
other puns.
wasn't overdone. They did it just
No,
the right amount.
nothing was overdone. And when and several times, like I did feel compromised. Like Santa like wasn't getting around that easy in the beginning. I'm like, dude, he's caught already. And then Trudy like throws the fake snow through the air ducts.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, because it got all like magical.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
Oh my God,
Santa do
Claus
that?
is real.
Santa do that?
Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, so as far as the villains, like one thing is for sure, they did not develop much of the motive other than that they wanted money. But what I did love is when Santa kind of knew all their names and brought up their childhood, that humanized all three of the antagonists very much.
About you, Kira. Well, you made your brother eat worms. That's naughty.
And it humanized them in a way where you're like, okay, I get why you.
Oh, why you hate Christmas?
Why
and
you hate
you're
Christmas? He by actually killed someone. His life was kind of ruined.
That's true.
Now he blames Christmas for why he's acting the way he is, and the other two goons had some other bad baggage to happen as a kid.
That's true. Yeah.
Now is that strong enough, divisive plot to make me care about them more? Not really, but at least there weren't just two-dimensional robots that were just, interrogating this house.
Yeah.
For 300 million, was it? There's more than
Yeah,
300 dudes. I
yeah.
feel like there's more than 300 dudes.
There was
That's
a lot of
It's like $1
dudes.
million per person.
Yeah, to like
That you can't live off that.
No.
What were they gonna do? Kill all the minions and just like Joker style, just kill all them?
I
the
could
help?
see John Legume.
He would totally kill them all. Cause like $300 million it's split in half. It's 150. Split in 4. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, that gets low
It's
real quick.
starting to get really low.
Oh my goodness.
And who has barrels? I mean, she's obviously got more than 300 million to her name.
Yeah, that's how much she had in cash on hand. Yeah, she's got more than that.
If anything, she said, they could have went about it in a less violent way,
But then it wouldn't be Violent
Of course,
Night.
it wouldn't be Violent Night. That is true. I do love that they didn't spare on the blood, the gore. This film reminded me of your traditional 90s, I don't give a fuck type of violence, which I
Yes.
feel like a lot of these newer movies, they really hold back. They didn't hold back at all. I would totally stream this, guys. Violent Night, incredible. However, IMDb, as we all know, the rating on that is very, very structured. And if
Okay.
we're going to play the game right now and try to guess, I think based on my knowledge and what I've learned from Mr. Ad Briggs here on Instagram, what the rating probably is.
Ooh, okay. Let's hear
You
what
want me to
got.
go first?
Yeah, you go first.
So 6.5 is the benchmark of any film that Aaron would watch. I think it has to hit at least that. But it is a Christmas film. It is R-rated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with a 6.6.
6.6.
Yeah.
This is a tough one to rate.
It is.
Because you are correct. It is a Christmas movie, and it is R-rated. So already you've got people of Christmas, but not everybody can relate to an R-rated movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Violent.
It's got some gory violence, right? no sex in it.
No kid killing.
No kid killing. So
And no animal killing.
Right. It was fun. It was quick.
It was so easy to watch. I don't think I've watched anything this like again. This doesn't sway the IMDb.
Yeah.
But I'm saying as guys for rewatchability, I could pop it on again and just freaking sit there with popcorn and.
And
enjoy the
it's
heck out
almost
of it.
2 hours.
What?
Doesn't even feel like that.
Definitely does not feel like that.
So for me, I have to give it 7.
Whoa!
Point.
You're going above the 6 on this.
7 point.
Don't say 3. Don't say 7.
I'm saying 7.3.
Oh my.
7.3 on the principles of the movie.
Not the cheat code that.
No, JP came up with a cheat code.
Well, Becket and I did.
Him and Becket came up with a cheat code. They're saying, if we just say anything. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
When in doubt, 7.3.
7.3.
When in that's it. Just
That's their
when
hack.
in doubt, just closed eyes. When in doubt, 7.3.
Yeah.
What do we got? On this?
Yeah, let's take a look. All right. Violent Night. Ooh.
Oh, are you right?
7.0.
Good for you. I am happy the movie got a 7.0 because it deserves a 7. And in my opinion, that's like a 9.0 for a Christmas movie.
For a Christmas horror movie, that's
Christmas
like
horror,
so
yeah,
high.
action.
Yeah, action. It's not a horror movie. It's an action. Yeah.
There's horror elements in it.
For sure.
You know, like we'll end it with this. Another really good scene.
Okay.
Is when he finally believes in himself. The girl gets him all pumped up because he's about to get attacked by the entire SWAT team, and it turns into one of the most entertaining bloodbaths of an action set piece I've seen in a while. When he grabs those ice skates and turns into Wolverine.
Dude, that was so sick. That whole
like
scene.
rams the skate right into the guy's throat, and then like the rest of the body falls down. Oh, what about him sucking him up the chimney? He goes, "You believe."
None of you still believe.
Oh yeah.
You believe.
Dude, I forgot about that at the
Sucks
ending,
him up,
dude.
The chimney explodes into a
The
million
most iconic. Never have seen that before.
No.
He gets sucked up the chimney. They establish that, and then he gets sucked up with him. His whole body turns into a little Roblox block. It's like a little tiny.
Because Santa can fly up it, humans can't.
Clearly not. Apparently, we learned something new. Don't try to go up the chimney with Santa.
And here's the logic why. Ready? Here's the logic. Christmas magic.
Christmas magic. We don't know exactly how it works, but Christmas magic.
There you go, folks. The writers get a pass. It's Christmas magic. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.